Hello guys, what's going on? My name is Sam, or Chaotic, and welcome back to another GTA 5 video here on my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing yet another brand new vehicle, now available in GTA Online from today, this being the OVERFLOD AUTARCH. This is definitely not something I expected Rockstar to release into the game today, especially seeing that over the last week, we've received 4 new vehicles in the game. Just yesterday on Christmas Day, Rockstar released the Albany Hermes into the game. Last Friday we received the Benefactor Streeter, and then last Tuesday we received the Sentinel Classic. So making this, the OVERFLOD AUTARCH, the 4th one in the last 8 days or so, which is pretty crazy. This is certainly the most number of vehicles Rockstar has released during this period, but I'm not complaining, this is a good thing, receiving more content instead of less. Anyway, so yes, from today, you can now purchase the OVERFLOD AUTARCH in GTA Online from the Legendary Motorsports website. It is the first one listed, of course, and is set at a price of $1,955,000. So at almost $2 million, it is expensive, it is going to cost you a lot of money, but do bear in mind, this is a supercar, and if you compare this to other supercars we received in recent updates over the past few months, its price is very average. If anything, it's a little at the top range of things, but then again, it is also a very good car. In fact, I would consider this one of the best supercars that we now have in GTA Online, and if you guys did watch my live stream this morning when this car was first released, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you didn't, don't worry, I'll be covering everything in this video, as I'll be doing a full overview on this vehicle. But first of all, the one question I know you guys want to know the answer to, is this car worth buying? Well, in my opinion, yes, this car is worth buying. Yes, it is one of the more expensive supercars we have in-game and will cost you almost $2 million, but its price is this for a reason. For starters, it is a very good looking supercar. I love the rear end on this, and I'm sure most of you guys would agree with me. Just overall, it is a very good looking car. It's also very fast in a straight line as well. In fact, earlier today in my live stream, we did a few drag races against some of the other top supercars in the category, and it beat just about all of them apart from the X80 Proto. So it's not the fastest, but it's certainly one of the fastest supercars we have in GTA Online. And then in the terms of customization, there are quite a few customization options and upgrades available for this, and not just the standard upgrades like the armor and the brake upgrades, you can change various different features and panels on this. So first of all, you can change the front bumper, and as you can see, there are 12 different options. Now personally, I like the stock front bumper, and there's also the option to add canards to that, so I went ahead and selected that option. Then for rear diffuser, there's not really a huge amount of customization available for this. Basically, you can just change the color of the rear diffuser from that standard black either to your primary or your secondary color. So I decided to go for the primary one. Then as for exhausts, again, quite a few options in this category, but basically you can choose between a single or a dual exhaust. You definitely want to go for a dual exhaust, and then of course you have various different metal types. I just selected the standard dual exhaust. I didn't really see much point in paying more for a different type of metal, especially when you can't really see the difference. Then in the Fenders category, this one's kind of a weird one. In this category, you can choose 2 different options, one for the front and one from the back. For the front, you have the option to fit some canards, which go over the top of the fenders. I'm not really a huge fan of those, so I just left it stock. And then as for the rear fenders, you have the option to either change the color of these, or you can fit some vents, which I went ahead and selected. Then in the hoods category, again, there are quite a few options in here. You can change the color of it, go for your secondary color, a carbon version. There's a crescent option, which adds a small vent at the back of the hood, or there's the aggressor hood, which I thought was pretty cool, and I went ahead and selected. Then onto respray. Now this car looks really awesome in a variety of different colors. I thought yellow was super cool, so I went ahead and selected that. And as a quick note, you have the option to fit a secondary color to this as well, and although sections of this car look pretty cool with the secondary color, if you don't change that and you maybe leave it on black, the stock color which I think it comes with, you cannot change the color of the inner circle inside the wheel, as you can see right now in the gameplay. What you set as your secondary color is the color of that circle, so if you are going to keep the stock wheels, which in fairness are pretty cool too, it's kind of a shame there isn't a different option which allows us to change the color of that. Unfortunately there isn't though, so do bear that in mind. Then moving on to the skirts option. Now in here, you have the option to basically change the color of the skirts. Either the stock version or the primary color version is pretty cool. The other ones, in my opinion, aren't all that great, so I went for the primary colored skirts. Then on to spoiler. Now in this category again, we have a load of different choices, 17 different spoilers to choose from, and in fairness, the car itself looks pretty cool without a spoiler anyway, and I was very tempted to leave it on the stock look, but I ended up going for this spoiler instead, which I thought was also pretty nice as well. Now usually I'm not a huge fan of lowering cars in GTA 5, but this time I thought I would try and lower the car a little, and although competitive suspension is maybe a little low, I thought I'd go for the street suspension instead, which is slightly higher, and in my opinion, the perfect height. Now as a quick reminder, unfortunately we cannot change the colour of stock wheels in game, but personally I kind of like the stock wheels as they are, with the black and then the yellow secondary circle on the inside. But if you guys do not like the black wheels, you can change that by using the iFruit app glitch. Just select a different set of wheels, any will do, choose the wheel color you want to apply to these stock wheels, back out of the Los Santos Customs, load up the iFruit app on your phone, then choose the stock wheels again, of course go back into game, drive into the custom shop and process that app order, and you should be able to change the color of the stock wheels, changing that black to any color you want, and it should still have the secondary circle on the inside as well. But like I said, I kind of like the black wheels with that yellow inner circle. The black goes with the other black panels on the car, so I left it as it was. But there we go, that's pretty much it then for the customization options available for this vehicle. There are quite a few options that you can apply to this, so definitely go ahead and take this down to the custom shop and check out some of these options for yourselves if you do buy this new car. There is certainly plenty of choice and variety, and like I said, I think the OVERFLOD AUTARCH is a very good looking vehicle. I'm sure most of you guys will agree. Sure, it won't be for everyone. I'm sure there are players right now who will not find this appealing, and that's fair enough. There are also one or two other things I want to point out with this vehicle as well. Unfortunately, it is a two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive vehicle. It's not a four-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive vehicle like most of the other supercars in the game. And of course, as a result, there is a small effect on its performance. That being off the line, you'll experience a bit of wheel spin. So as a result, off the line, it's not quite as fast as some of the other four-wheel drive supercars in the game. But like I said, its acceleration is pretty good and its overall top speed as well is pretty high. So it will still win most drag races, and despite being rear-wheel drive, which of course will have an effect on its handling and cornering, it's not too bad around the track as well. Again, early today during my live stream, we had a few races against some of the other supercars in the category, and it won both races. But I do want to point out, by no means does this make it the best supercar that we have in GTA Online. But I would definitely put it up there in the top 5, and I would recommend buying this if you guys have the money to do so in game. And of course we can't go without mentioning, this is the first DLC vehicle we have seen produced by OVERFLOD. The only other OVERFLOD that we have in GTA Online is the Entity XF, which of course was in GTA 5 from launch in the base game. Anyway, but there we go then guys, with that being said, I am very impressed with this. To be honest guys, I wasn't really too sure at first when this was first released into the game. I was waiting to sort of say, it's not a very good vehicle, do not buy this, but my opinion is completely the opposite. The OVERFLOD AUTARCH is a very good vehicle, definitely buy it if you guys have the money to do so. I would recommend this 100%. But with that being said guys, I of course want your thoughts and feelings on this, so go ahead and leave a comment on the video right now. If you guys could also drop a like as well, it would of course be greatly appreciated and it helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So as always guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.